Hey, Ed here from 10,000 Foot View, and I've got another Google Ads quick tip for you today. So, one of the misnomers or misunderstandings about Google Ads that we commonly see is the ad strength indicator, specifically for RSAs, and it's something I want to go over with you today. So, ad strength really is just a measurement of ad variety, meaning lots of different ad copies, and relevance to keywords. That's it. So it's not the end all and be all that actually measures the actual potential performance of an ad. It really just looks at, are you using all of the headlines that are available and descriptions? Are you using varying ad copy? And are you including keywords in those headlines and descriptions? That's it. So again, it really doesn't describe the potential performance of the ad. I'm going to give you some examples where we can see that clearly this is not the case. So this is an example of an old ad we ran for the agency a couple of years ago. And you can see right now that the ad strength is poor. And why is that? We're actually using quite a few of the keywords, at least the most important ones in the headlines. Um, and so, I mean, we've got that covered, although it's saying, use more. And we use those also in some of the descriptions. You'll notice that we actually have all of our headlines pinned, and this is what we do for our clients as well, where we organize these in a particular way to get the ads to be sensible and make sense for our target audience. And I'm going to show you kind of how that works. I'm going to do a separate video at some point where I go through kind of the whole strategy and how it works. But I just want to kind of show how that plays in with ad strength today. So you can see that these example ads that are popping up, Serious Google Ads Management, now it's another one, Premier Google Ads Agency. So what we've done purposely is we're putting like our main offer or value proposition in the first ad position. And then we've got some, key selling features and benefits in the second position. And then where we have call to action showing up, we put that in the third position. And then we're also pinning one of our descriptions. It happens to be the one with the call to action in it. And so that's fine. So Google's going to serve based on these rules, but of course it doesn't like it because we're restricting its ability to create lots of different ad variations. So if we go through and we start removing these things, we'll see very quickly that the ad strength will boost. I have to do a few more here. Looks like they want us to take them all out, and probably I'll take this out as well. Okay, so it's already gone to average. And if I remove this last one, so now it's saying ad strength average, but of course, now we see things like features and benefits showing in the first ad position, right? I don't want this to show up to my prospective clients, because it's kind of meaningless until they understand what we're actually offering. So you always want your offer in the first position. It just makes a lot more sense, which is the principal reason we do the pinning. But anyway, so that aside, I'll show you something interesting. Right, so we're saying we have an ad strength that is average, and if I add another headline and I say pay-per-click manager jobs, and I say career, that's still not going to move the needle for me. Still not moving it. But what you can find in some cases is just by adding more variations for the headline that have nothing to do with what's actually on offer, it will improve the ad strength, right? So it just shows you there's a disconnect between what you're actually offering and what what Google considers as a strong ad. Um, I wish I could show this. Try one more keyword in here. PPC. And there we go. The ad strength actually bumped up. And again, you know, none of these headlines are relevant to what the actual offer is. So it just shows you the ad strength again, looking at variety and looking at matching keywords, and that's it. So again, the meaning behind your ads is not being considered, nor is formatting the ads into a logical order of headlines. And in fact, what we often see in ads, like when we audit a prospective client, we will see very similar headlines making the same offer, and we'll show Google serving those same headlines, like 3 headlines that are almost identical, because those are the ones that happen to have the keywords in them. And so the ad becomes essentially meaningless because you're just saying the same thing over and over again. Anyway, that's a bit of insight into ad strength. So really, it can be useful if you're just starting out with Google Ads. Just, I mean, as a barometer, are you using, you know, enough headlines and variety, and do you have keywords in there? But it's definitely not the end all and be all, and you should not be using that as your main focus when you're writing creatives. So hopefully that'll help you with your ad writing, and that's it for today. I'll see you next time.